This is Bull. We'll show Bull, just walk him around, show getting used to the track, getting the sheep used to the dog. And this is what we do the first few times in case we had sheep that wanted to fight, to kind of keep things under control. You can keep the dog under control. You know if the sheep, or you can figure out if the sheep are going to fight. You can down your dog while you're doing this. It's a good time to reinforce the down because you've got him on a chain or on a leash, and it's a good time to reinforce that down and let him know that you mean business when you say down. Again, if he does wrong, you can growl at him, but it's a good way to get things started. This is the first time he's been on this track, so it's good for him to be drug around it. Normally, as I said in the previous video, what we would do is bring him around it without any sheep in here. We kind of skip that step, but that's a good thing to do the first time you when you first get your dog, is to try and get him acclimated to the track and understand where everything is, just like you have done with your sheep that first week or so that you have them. See how he growled at him and stopped him? Now he's going to make him down before he goes. The dog's awful excited. His adrenaline's built up. So he's going to get him under control first. Now he's got him thinking. He sent him away. You can see how he stays on their heels, keeps them going. We're running 2 at a time. See how he put the rake in front of him to stop him. These sheep are awfully afraid of a dog. You might not have them running quite this fast in a normal situation. See, he got control again. Growled at him. Hit the rake on the fence. That's good. Each dog's got what we call a different point of no return, meaning once he gets close to him, he may not slow down. See how he slowed this dog down? Dog took a halt, which is fine. Normally I'd tell you to be running these lambs in blankets. Since these are just leftovers from last year, we can show you without blankets, and they've got a little wool on them, so we don't have to worry about them getting tore up or ripping hide, because he'll usually just grab wool. These sheep are still getting used to this track, but you can see we're right here. They're going to slow down and look for the opening to get out. Dog took a halt, which is good. We want them to take a halt. We want them to bite some. If your track was bigger, you wouldn't have him going back and forth quite as much. That's one of the reasons I'm going to make this track bigger. He passed one. He got to that point where we need to slow him down right here, and that's our mistake. We need to slow him down right here on this corner, because we know that they're going to ball up like that, and then here we go with a short sprint. So that's what I was talking about, short sprints. We know they're going to ball up right here, so we need to be able to control our dog right here and walk him up until they start moving off the pressure. They release off the pressure, and we release the dog. He's doing a little more downing just because he's wanting to show that the dog downs, but in that situation right here, we can release him right now, and he can keep them going like that. It's just a matter of keeping them going and releasing them. You don't even have to down the dog a lot of time if you can slow him down like that. Now they're going to get around this corner and see they're going to roll. you just growl at him, you don't even have to have an easy. You can have a growl and lift the rake up, and that's kind of his easy or slow down. You can say easy when you're growling at him. You can say his name when you're growling at him, but basically the growl and lifting the rake up is what's going to do it. He's going to run him the other way now. Sometimes you'll find that sheep run better one way or another. A lot of times we run one at a time to save the sheep because we're working several dogs on them. You can see there he wanted to go to the head. That's what they're bred to do. And he got to that what we call point of no return. That sheep kind of turned a little and didn't realize the dog was coming, and by the time he got there it was too late and got around to the head. We try to keep those things from happening by understanding where that range is for that dog before he starts going to the head.
Down, away.
Some dog, once they get real close to them and they get it in their mind they're going to the head, you're not going to stop them. Other dogs, that distance may be 3 feet. Again, right there, that was somewhat our fault in not realizing they were going to ball up in that corner. It's the first time Ross is running this track, and so it's sometimes it's trying to learn the track. That's why I tell people a lot of times it's all about getting you and the dog and everything working on your track, because every track's a little different. Now these sheep are pretty tired. This would be to the place where I would say that we'd want to quit with these sheep on a normal situation, because they're liable to start fighting. Hello?